What if I told you that changing just 3 letters in your flight search could save you over $1,000 on your next Asian adventure? There's an airport code airlines don't want you to know about, and it's hiding in plain sight. Most travelers make the same expensive mistake when booking flights to Asia. They search for direct flights from their home city to their final destination. But phantom travelers know a secret: a positioning city strategy that can cut prices by up to 60%. Today, I'm revealing the airport codes, the VPN tricks, and the booking methods that will transform how you fly to Asia forever. Here's what airlines don't advertise. Flying direct from New York to Bali costs around $1,200. But the phantom move is booking New York to Singapore for $450, then Singapore to Bali for $80. That's $530 total versus $1,200. You just saved $670. Singapore and Bangkok are the golden positioning cities for travel across Asia. Singapore's Changi Airport, code SIN, is the hidden hub that unlocks cheap connections to nearly every corner of Southeast Asia. Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport, code BKK, does the same, often for even less. The strategy is simple. Always search for flights to these hub cities first, then book separate budget airline tickets from there. But you need to book these as separate tickets, not through the airline's multi-city option. When you let the airline bundle it, they control the pricing. When you book separately, you unlock regional budget carrier fares that can be up to 70% cheaper. Here's where it gets even more phantom. Airlines show different prices based on where you're searching from. A flight from London to Bangkok searched from the UK might show $800. But search that same flight with a VPN set to Singapore or Thailand, and suddenly it's $520. Here's the exact method. Step 1. Download a reliable VPN. Use ExpressVPN or NordVPN. Step 2. Clear your browser cookies and cache completely. Step 3. Set your VPN to these specific countries for Asian flights: Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, or Indonesia. Step 4. Search in incognito mode on Skyscanner or Google Flights. Step 5. Compare prices with your VPN on and off. For Asian routes specifically, searching from Singapore gives you access to local regional pricing designed for residents, not international tourists. I recently booked a flight from Frankfurt to Tokyo. Searching from Germany, it was $950. VPN set to Singapore, $580. Same flight, same airline, same dates. A $370 difference just from changing your virtual location. Now for the real phantom secret. There's one airport code that consistently delivers the cheapest fares to Asia: KL, Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia's capital is the hidden positioning city almost nobody uses. Why KUL? Because Malaysia Airlines and AirAsia operate massive hubs here, with subsidized domestic pricing that extends to regional routes. For example, Los Angeles to Tokyo direct is around $1,100. But search Los Angeles to Kuala Lumpur, then Kuala Lumpur to Tokyo on separate tickets: $480 to KUL, $120 to Tokyo. That's $600 total. You just saved $500 and got to explore Kuala Lumpur as a bonus stop. Other phantom positioning codes to remember: SIN, Singapore, Premium Hub, best for Southeast Asia and Australia. BKK, Bangkok, cheapest for mainland Southeast Asia. KUL, Kuala Lumpur, the ultimate secret weapon. HKG, Hong Kong, best for China and Northeast Asia. ICN, Seoul, emerging cheap hub for East Asia. Once you're positioned in Asia, budget carriers become your best friends. AirAsia, the king of Southeast Asian budget flights. Base yourself at KUL and fly almost anywhere for under $50. I've flown Kuala Lumpur to Bali for $35, Bangkok to Singapore for $28. These prices don't appear when booking from Western websites. Scoot, Singapore's budget carrier. Incredible deals from Singapore to Australia, Japan, and China. Always book directly on their website, never through aggregators. Vietjet, Vietnam's ultra-budget airline. They often offer 40-cent promotional fares if you catch their sales. You just pay taxes. Cebu Pacific, the budget king of the Philippines. Manila connections are dirt cheap. I flew Manila to Tokyo for $67. The phantom move is to sign up for all these airlines' newsletters. They announce flash sales 48 hours before they drop, and routes can hit near zero fares. AirAsia's big sale happens quarterly. I once booked Kuala Lumpur to Seoul for $89 round trip. That same route on a full-service carrier costs $650. Timing is everything with Asian routes. The best time to book flights to Asia is 8 to 12 weeks in advance for off-peak, and 3 to 4 months for peak season. But here's what most people don't know. Asian airlines release error fares most frequently on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, Asian time. Set up alerts on Secret Flying and Jack's Flight Club, filtered specifically for Asian destinations. Error fares to watch for. Business class pricing errors. Premium economy listed as economy. Currency conversion glitches, when airlines forget to update exchange rates. Positioning city errors, when hub pricing leaks into direct routes. I once caught an error fare from San Francisco to Singapore in business class for $680. Regular price was over $4,200. It lasted only 4 hours before the airline fixed it, but I had already booked and confirmed. Pro timing tip: flights departing on Tuesdays or Wednesdays are 15 to 20% cheaper than weekend departures for most Asian routes. Avoid booking during Asian holidays like Chinese New Year, Songkran, or Golden Week in Japan. Prices can triple. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. New York to Bali, booked directly, that's about $1,240. Using the phantom method, $530. That's a saving of $710, almost 60% cheaper. London to Tokyo, a regular booking runs close to $890. With my method, it dropped to $615. That's $275 saved, around 30% off. Los Angeles to Vietnam, normally $1,150. With the phantom method, just $485. A saving of $665, more than half the price. Gone. And from Sydney to Seoul, $780 down to $310. A 60% difference. These aren't lucky breaks. This is a repeatable system. Now, here's how it actually works. Step 1. Choose your destination in Asia and check the direct prices first. That's your reference point. Step 2. Clear your cookies, switch on your VPN, and set your location to Singapore or Thailand. Then search again. Step 3. Instead of your final destination, look for flights to SIN, BKK, or KUL. These are your gateway hubs. Step 4. Book a positioning flight to whichever of those cities makes the most sense. Step 5. From there, go straight to local low-cost carriers like AirAsia, Scoot, or Vietjet, and book your second leg. Step 6. Build in at least 24 hours between connections. You're flying on separate tickets, so you need that safety buffer. Step 7. Subscribe to Airfare alerts for Asian routes. Those deals disappear fast. This strategy works because you stop acting like a tourist. For the second half of your trip, you become a local traveler. And that changes everything, including the price. Before you try this yourself, a few warnings. When you're booking separate tickets, you're fully responsible for missed connections. Always leave at least 24 hours of buffer time. Check visa requirements carefully. Some positioning cities need transit visas, even for short layovers. Budget airlines can be strict with baggage. What looks cheap can get expensive fast once the add-ons appear. Read the fine print. And when it comes to airfares, remember, airlines can cancel them. But once your booking is confirmed, it's usually honored. So when you see one, don't wait. Book immediately. The truth about flying to Asia is simple. The prices you see online are built for travelers who don't know these secrets. Those airport codes, KUL, SIN, BKK, they're not just letters. They're gateways to fares that almost no one believes are real. I've saved over $15,000 in the past 2 years using exactly these methods. That's 5 extra journeys. That would never have happened otherwise. The phantom path to Asia isn't found on booking sites. It lives in positioning flights, VPN shadows, and local carrier networks that most travelers never explore. But now you know. Welcome to Travel Phantom, where the destination costs less than you ever imagined. If this video helped you save on your next Asian flight, comment where you're headed next. And for more phantom travel hacks that airlines would rather keep hidden, subscribe and turn on notifications. Next week, I'll show you the hotel booking code that turns 5-star stays into hostel prices. See you in the skies, traveler.